Everybody welcome Calijah Kancey, the best damn defensive player in the draft this year. Calijah, what's up, bro?
Going on, man. I love the intro.
Chiefs Kingdom. What's up, baby? No Gray here, tight end for your Kansas City Chiefs. You're listening to All Chiefed Up with Mike and Steve Williams.
We've watched a lot of your tape, and one thing that jumps out to us is you're just super versatile, crazy athletic. What's your football background like? When you were younger, did you play different positions? When did you move over to the defensive side of the ball or defensive tackle? How'd all that go for you?
My first year playing football was 4 years old. I started off at running back because I was like the biggest one on the team, and I was fast. And then that one off season after that first year, I like gained a lot of weight. And then I just played defensive tackle for the rest of my life.
I mentioned watching your tape, dude. I was like, I bet he was a running back at some point. I kind of thought maybe you did that back in high school or something. The Chiefs like to draft players who were former quarterbacks. So I don't know. I think you could play quarterback if you had to, man. I think you're versatile enough to do it. Let's be honest.
I can throw the ball a little bit too now.
Man, my favorite film I watched of you was that play against Rhode Island where it looked like you were going to jump kick the guard and then you just blew up everybody in the backfield. What is the one game film or game that we can go back and watch if you guys haven't got to watch Calijah Kancey film that sums you up as a player? Like, who should we go watch? Should it be you versus Tennessee? Yeah. Name us one.
I want to say it could be Tennessee, it could be Virginia, almost any game. Like almost any game, I kind of try to stand out and pop off the tape and just dominate.
Dude, I noticed you were on the outside standing up going against Darnell Wright, who is everybody saying is a first-round talent this year at tackle. Is that something you think you'll be able to do at the next level, stand up on the edge and rush the passer, or you think you're just going to stick with your hand in the dirt?
Man, whoever draft me, man, they gonna get a ball player. If they need me to play outside, inside, wherever, like I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna make a play out of it. I'm gonna make plays out of it, and I'm gonna give my all.
Yeah. So the Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo, he loves the guys on the defensive line that can interchange, kick inside, kick outside. He'll move them everywhere. So I do like that, and I think that you're capable of that. So I think that's pretty cool. I notice you have a lot of pass rush moves. So you pretty much use a lot of different things in your arsenal there. When you get drafted, say you're in a playoff game, it's 4th and 10. You got to make the stop to end this game here. You got to get that quarterback. What's the go-to move for you? What are you doing to get to that quarterback?
I gotta hit him with the cross chop, man. Let's take him back to the Rhode Island play.
I hear you, man. That cross chop is lethal, dude. You straight up look like a jiu-jitsu kind of dude there. That was amazing. We got a question here from Chiefs Kingdom. Anthony Solis asked, what do you think you bring to the defensive line room when you're drafted to the NFL?
I want to say I bring accountability. I bring good positive energy, and I just bring happiness. Like I just always want everyone around me happy. I want to bring up everyone that's around me. I want everybody to be positive. I want guys to have fun. I want guys to know, like, all right, when we handle business, it's time to handle business, but also we can have a little fun as well. So I just want guys to know, like, man, I'm that guy they can depend on. I could be accountable, and I could be a great player and also a great player off the field as I can be on the field.
So we were just talking to a Chiefs reporter a couple episodes back, and she was talking about how tight-knit that Chiefs locker room was this season. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl, so I feel like that correlates, the tighter the locker room. So it's good to hear that, and they actually lost some guys that were, a big key role in that, like Colin Saunders. He was kind of the glue on the defensive line guys. So it's good to hear that from you. That's something that you find important, because I do as well. Hold on, Chiefs fan calls you the next Aaron Donald. What you think about that, man?
Man, I appreciate the comparison, but man, I'm honestly Calijah Kancey.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I say that all the time. Everybody's wanting comps, and I'm like, I've seen, I'm sure Aaron Donald just because of the Pittsburgh link. I've actually seen John Randall thrown around, dude, and that's an honor in my opinion. What do you think about John Randall?
Man, that's an honor as well, but at the end of the day, I'm Calijah Kancey. I know me and those guys share a lot of things in common, but at the end of the day, man, I'm myself.
I love it. So be you, bro.
If you were to get drafted to Kansas City, what would it be like for you lining up beside Chris Jones right now, who is the best defensive tackle in football at the moment? How would that be for you to get to work with him?
Man, we will cause hell, and I know for a fact that every offensive lineman every team will have to double team him. And that way, I know like if I have a 1-on-1, I'm gonna win. Like he could count on me to win that 1-on-1 battle. So just plant. If I'm blessed enough to play on the side of Chris Jones, I know for sure I'm gonna get home. He gonna take that double team, and I'm gonna win that 1-on-1 battle.
Dude, I think if you're drafted next to Chris Jones, you're double-digit sacks first year in the NFL easily. I have no doubt in that, man.
Yes, sir.
Dude, we got a question here from Jude Hindy. He says, I'm sure that you're a smaller defensive tackle, according to most analysts. Do you have questions about your run blocking ability to be a first, second down tackle at the next level?
That's a great question. But if you turn on the film, you can see it for yourself. The run is no problem for me, first and second down. I also have like I want to say a positive, like I'm smaller, so I'm shorter, so I'm able to be as close as possible to the ground. I play with better leverage than different linemen, I want to say, because those guys they pass is higher than mine. And that's something that you have to have playing this game of football. You have to play with bent knees. Playing at the defensive tackle, offensive lineman position, the lower man wins, and I'm that guy who's gonna always win because I'm always gonna be lower than the guy across from me.
Run game don't seem to be a problem when you watch that. I'm with you. Just look at the tape, guys. He's got some good stuff on film, so check that out if you haven't yet.
Dude, he is explosive. Like he said, he plays with so much leverage. I wrote down when I watched your film, man, you were twitchy, agile, you have great hands, and your bull rush and power is excellent for your size. So size is not an issue for me. I think that's overhyped anyway. You're going to get there. And the one thing I liked about you, dude, you were straight violent. Like you should see my note for you says, if you haven't watched Calijah Kancey yet, here's a breakdown. Center snaps the ball and Kancey is up your ass. That sums it up, does it not?
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people don't watch film because they don't see what I can do when it comes to bull rush and power. I don't think they understand how explosive I am. I mean, a lot of guys see the fancy pass rush moves, but at the end of the day, you have to use power, and that's something that I definitely got.
Yeah, you can do all the fancy stuff. I've seen you do some spin moves. I've seen you do some push-pull moves, but I think your bull rush is top-notch, dude, to be honest. For your size, I think you're as powerful as any defensive tackle coming out in this draft, 100%.
Yes, sir.
For sure. We got another question here from Chiefs Kingdom. How high is Calijah projected to go in the draft currently? Will he be there when we pick? Calijah, I think they have him at the number 2 defensive tackle, I think, in the rankings, right behind Jalen Carter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's going to be around at 31. I just honestly don't. I think it'd be crazy if he was. Well, Calijah, I guess I can ask you, where do you think that you might fall in this draft? Is there any particular team that you'd like to play for? Or is there a team that you like growing up? Is there something that you're hoping for in the back of your mind, or you just want to go get to where you're going and get to work?
Man, honestly, whoever drafts me, man, they gonna get more than just a player. They're gonna get a great person, a great player, and I'm gonna give them my all. But it don't matter to me, honestly, man. Whoever come get me, I'm gonna go. That's my new family, and we're gonna win some football games for sure. There's no particular team I want to play for or nothing like that. And then just growing up playing the game Madden, I always play with every team, so it really doesn't matter to me. Like I could go anywhere.
So you didn't have like a favorite team growing up?
Not exactly.
You were raised in Miami, right?
Yes, sir.
So you wasn't a Dolphins fan or nothing?
I mean, I've never been to a Dolphins game, but I've definitely watched, but not really a big fan. It's nothing against them or nothing like that. It's just I always had love for everyone.
Right. We traded Tyreek Hill down to them last year, so there's a little bit of love-hate relationship with that one. So I'm sure everybody likes that answer, bro. Has Kansas City, I know you probably can't tell us every little detail, but has the Kansas City met with you, done any talked with you at any of the games, any of the scouts, anybody in the offseason met with you? Because I don't think I've seen nothing about top 30 with you, but I didn't know if maybe they've just talked to you or anything.
Yeah, I haven't spoke with Kansas City Chiefs at all.
Hey, that pisses me off.
Hey, man.
Hey, if I can talk to somebody, here, I'm going to make a plea for you right now. Kansas City, Spags, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, I don't care who's watching. Somebody reach out to this boy. He's awesome. Get him in the red and gold. High character, dude. That's what I see from you, and that's what we look for here, man. I really believe high character is first.
Right. Well, Brett Veach, man, he's all about that value. So whether he's talked to you or not, if you were to fall late to the draft and you're on that board, man, they'll go get you if they see the value. So I don't think that holds a whole lot of water. Just the fact they haven't reached out yet, but it'd be nice to see you in the red and gold for sure. What we got here, Mike? We got another question.
Yeah, well, it's a statement. KCDC says, Calijah, please don't go to the Raiders.
He can't control it.
Hey,
It's not a pro, man. Whoever called me, man, I got to pick up that phone.
he did promise if he goes to the Raiders, he will take it easy on Mahomes twice a year.
Yeah, before it came on. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, all these scouts and people like me and Mike here to just get on and talk about football. Everybody's formed an opinion of you, like from what they see from the outside in. But what's something that you would want everybody to know about Calijah Kancey that you don't see on tape or maybe not on the football field that really gives you an edge, man?
I want to say just me being able to be that person that you could depend on. I mean, a lot of guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys will answer in that form or whatever. But like, I just feel like I'm definitely accountable in that I can make those plays when you need me to make those plays, and I could tell a guy if he's wrong or not, and I could be that leader in the room and also on the team as well. And I think that's something that I have. That's just inside. That's just instilled in me from being at the University of Pittsburgh. Also, even just helping out in the community, just being deeply involved with the community and helping out.
Nice. Yeah, they're big on that in Kansas City, man. Have you ever been to Kansas City?
I've never been to Kansas City.
Oh, man, you got to change that. You got to get there. You got to eat that barbecue, bro.
Dude, it's life-changing. Did they invite you? Are you invited to the first round of the draft? If they do, are you going to accept it, or you just want to stay at home with your family?
If they invite me, I'll definitely go. But if I don't get invited, I mean, I'll just stay home with the family.
The name Calijah, dude. I love that name. What's the story behind that? Did your mom have like a favorite? Like, did she name you after a family member? How did the name Calijah come about?
Man, I'm sorry I don't have the best answer for this, but honestly, I was named Calijah, and that's something that I had to stick with. And it's different. I mean, I haven't met anyone else who has the same name as me, and that's something to brag about, I guess. But I didn't ask my mom that. That's a great question.
Okay. Well, you can have your mom come on the show next week. She can answer it for us. I'm sure she's awesome, man. Looks like she raised a good kid for real, dude. It's crazy because we do lots of scouting and stuff, and you were one of the first dudes that jumped off film for me. Like, you were the first player I starred. And I've looked at probably film for good night. I'm going on 250 players at this point, but yours sticks out in my mind, dude. That one play against Rhode Island was ridiculous. I thought you were going to drop kick that dude. Incredible to have you here for real. Another question says, Calijah, what's your favorite style of music?
I want to say rap.
Do you have a favorite artist?
I'll probably go with Lil Baby.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard Kadarius Toney's rap?
I've never heard Kadarius Toney's rap.
Dude, he dropped some music.
It's Young Joker. Yeah.
Young Joker, and it's pretty good, actually. Like, I've heard a few. It's not bad. We expected worse out of Young Joker, but he turned it on.
Hey, we got another question here from Cole. It says, what scheme do you think you'd be best in? The 4-3, like what the Chiefs run, or the 3-4, like what the Chiefs used to run when Bob Sutton was DC?
I don't think I'm necessarily a scheme player, honestly. I think I'm a football player, so whether if it's a 4-3 where I'm playing a 3 technique or a 2-eye, or whether if it's a 3-4 where I'm in a 4-eye or a 5 or either a 3 or nose, like it don't matter to me. I know I'm gonna make a play and I'm gonna do what we have to do, and I'm gonna get on the other side of that line of scrimmage by any means.
Yeah, that's facts, dude. I think you can I wrote that I think you're versatile enough that you can line up on the edge and come out at a 5-7, maybe even a 9 technique. You probably get to the quarterback. I think you can play wide receiver, man. I think you can play the slot.
I don't know, man. They got a lot of little trick plays in Kansas City. I'll be watching.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, you might be catching a touchdown pass. You never know.
Yeah, we'll call it the Calijah special. I like it. You had 30 QB hurries. I'm assuming that's just last year. PFF got some wild stuff. 92.4 PFF pass rush grade. You had 14.5 tackles for a loss and 7.5 sacks. How many sacks, realistically, do you think you're going to be able to snag your rookie year? Do you think you'll get double digits rookie year, or
Honestly, double digits will be a goal for me as a rookie, or just in the NFL period. That's something I definitely want to do. And whether if it's starting or just a rotating, I definitely want to go out there and make some plays. But yeah, I'll definitely that's definitely a goal.
Good deal. We got another question from Chiefs Kingdom here. Calijah, what's more important to you? Top money, legacy, Super Bowl wins? What's most important to Calijah Kancey?
I want to say legacy. A lot of people and like the whole entire media and everything is all about. Every time my name come up, it's Aaron Donald or it's John Randall. I mean, I wanted to be Calijah Kancey. I wanted to be, oh, this is Calijah Kancey. Oh, like I want guys to be compared to me. I don't want to be compared to guys in the most like respectful and humblest way.
yeah, I understand that. That's drive, man. That's drive, and that's what you want. That's what I want. That's the first thing I look for in a player. Okay, Jude Hindy, she asked a question earlier. He did. I'm sorry, Jude, if I got that wrong. To clarify, I wanted to ask you, what could you improve on as a prospect? No slander, of course. I think you'll be great. Do you have any advice for tackles in high school or college that want to get better? So they basically want to know like what you think you could get better at and what you would give the younger groups that also play your position.
Something I can get better at is just being consistent, being able to dominate every down, every snap, every play I'm on the field. That's something I definitely want to get better at. So just honestly consistency and something to get better at for advice for a tackle in high school and college. I want to say just get stronger, faster, and just play with good leverage. And also, you got to, if you're a defensive tackle, a D lineman, period, you got to get off that ball fast. You got to hit the offensive lineman before they hit you. And that's something that I take like very seriously. Like I gotta, if I can beat you off the ball, I know I can win the rep. So that's something you got to put emphasis on.
Okay, we got one from Anthony. He says, Calijah, who has helped you or been there to make you the kind of player you are today? Is it family? Is it coach, a certain coach, or anything like that, man?
I want to say every coach from every level of football I've played since I've been 4 years old, from my youth football coach up into high school coaching, and now being college coaches. I think they all played a big part in my career of playing defensive tackle and just being a football player and a great person as well off the field. I think I want to lean towards my coaches. They played a big role in that.
What current / former player or players do you look up to in the NFL? And if so, why?
I got a few, of course. Aaron Donald, Javon Hargrave, Quentin Williams, and Grady Jarrett. I feel like those are all guys of my caliber and just guys that paved the way for. I don't want to say undersized defensive tackles, but shorter defensive tackles. And I want to say those are guys that play violently, who makes plays, great character, and just guys that you can depend on, and also guys that can just play good football.
If you're lining up, across from a big nasty, we'll just say Creed Humphrey because he's with the Chiefs. If you're lining up across from a Pro Bowl center, what's going through your head, dude? Like I've always wanted to know that. Like, are you just like, I'm gonna get this guy with speed, or like me? I know I'd be thinking I'd be like, I need to run to the secondary. Like, what are you going through? Like plays, like what move you should do? Like how are you analyzing this, or is it just all purely instinct at that point?
No, honestly, it's okay. So in college, we play on Saturdays, and that following Monday. So if it's that previous Monday before we play on that Saturday, I'm watching film on the guard, center, and guard, first and second string, because those the guys I'll be going against, and I got to be ready if one of those guys get hurt, that I was able to watch film on the backup. So that's something I'm doing a week ahead of the game before I'm about to play. So if I'm about to play Humphrey, that's exactly what I'm watching. I'm watching him. I'm watching the both guards, and I'm watching his backup as well. And then I'm just seeing like if he have any tendencies, if he's a low hand puncher, high hand puncher, is he's a smart player, or do he finish blocks? Is he's patient? Is he's aggressive? if he's a guy that kind of play heavy top. So I'm just going through all those things, and then like as I get ready throughout the week, I'm definitely seeing if I could what moves would be great for that week to go up against that type of guy, and then come game day I'm ready to go. So it all plays in like what I can pick out from that guy and what he does, and how I can beat him with what he got beaten with, or how I can beat him at what he haven't got beaten with. So it's all from film study. Nothing is never really instant unless it's just like you haven't watched film at all, and that's something I take pride in watching film because it helped me play faster than what I am.
Definitely being prepared, man. That goes a long way. Hey, man, we got a funny question here. Brian Parrott, he wants to know if you could get a free hit on one NFL quarterback, who you picking?
Hey, don't say Mahomes, bro.
Do he have to be on a roster?
No.
Okay, I'll say
John Elway.
Dang, that's a great question.
He also asked who's the toughest offensive lineman you ever had to go against, who was the toughest to beat, and while you're thinking about which quarterback you want to take a free shot on, maybe answer that one.
I'll have to go with the dude Icky. He went like first round to the Panthers. He's from NC State. I played against him my redshirt freshman year. He was that guard though. I didn't know he was a tackle. He played guard versus us.
Akim Ekwonu. He got drafted top 5 last year, didn't
he? Yeah, he's a dog.
Icky dude, he's good, man. I had him up there in my rankings. KCDC said, Thanks, Calijah, for coming on. Good luck from the kingdom. Looking forward to seeing you at the next level, no matter where you land in the draft. And I think that's the sentiment from everybody, man. I like the way you carry yourself. You will be a prize for any team that drafts you.
Agreed.
Dude,
Agreed.
I think people like you here, Calijah. So hoping you put on
that, Lenny.
Yeah, hoping you put on the red and gold for real, dude. We'd love to see you in Chiefs Kingdom. But I guess we'll wrap it up, man. We'll let you get back to your daily life. Thanks, everybody, for being in the chat and sending in, like, everything, questions. Calijah, dude, we wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you come on again sometime after you get picked, man. Don't even matter where you go. Even if it's Denver, we'll have you.
All right, man. Thank you guys for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem,
thanks
brother.
For coming, dude.
Our pleasure, man. You have a good one. Be safe.
Cause aside from my soul